Scratching. I mean, in the very, very general sense, just so, like, for those of you who just look at the DJ and are just like, what the hell are you doing when we're scratching? The general idea usually is that there's one record that plays a beat, the other one that you're scratching on, just to make that clear, right? And on your mixer, the mixer is where all the sounds come in and you can control what you hear from what source. So with this setup, it's actually pretty simple. There's two sources. There's turntable 1 and turntable 2. So I'm going to be playing a beat on one of them. I got these volume sliders that turn the volume up and down. And then the crossfader is your best friend when you're scratching. Because the crossfader, what it does is it directly allows you to cut from either only hearing the sounds on one deck to the two of them together to only hearing the sound on the other deck. So it's even more direct than using the two volume faders, because on just one slider you can go from one to the other. So you got one hand in your crossfader and you can switch really from the two decks rather than using, you know what I'm saying? Rather than using two volume sliders, or just on one you can go from one to the other. And what's cool is when you focus on just the side of the crossfader that cuts the sound on and off of the turntable where there's a scratch sample that's loaded, well, you can start really cutting up very precisely that sound specifically. So I'm going to show you, here's a scratch sample, which is probably the most classic scratch sample of the ages. It just goes, ah, it just sounds really good when you scratch it. So